St. Louis is known for a lot of wonderful things, but we're also known for our pests. We've got some experts here going to tell us how to best handle those for a place that has plenty of them. Boy, we got mosquitoes, wasps, you name them. We've got some experts here going to tell us how to take care of that. Stay tuned. Welcome everyone to Your Little Castle Show. This is one that's going to hit home for a lot of people. But how many of us have had the entertainment, fun, the enjoyment of dealing with our flying little friends, and some of them crawl, and there's a number of. You should give me a list. How many different pests are there on our little planet?
Millions.
Millions.
Yeah, over millions.
Lots of different types, and they crawl, they fly, they sting. That's the thing you got to watch out. The ones that sting, those are bite. Those are the ones that cause big problems. But with that, we brought some experts in studio here with us today, and we're going to talk about it. So give a warm welcome to Barnett Pest Solutions. And sitting next to me is Ricky, and then his dad over there on the far end is Rick. Both of you are owners. Dad, you've kind of let your son take over here. He's now running the company, so he gets the title of president, and you're still on as the vice president. Is that right?
Correct.
All right. So with that, we've got some good information for everybody. Let me jump in here and talk a little bit about with our sponsors, Carroll House Furniture, because you like nice things in your little castle. And how many of us have an unbelievable home? And we love our little castle, but I always put that up for everybody. But with that, tell us about what it's like to own a pest company. What led you guys here? Why did you guys it's been in the family for 4 generations now. Tell me about it.
Well, I just grew up doing it, so that's what got me into it. Helping him out since I was little, and I find it interesting. I like to travel around, meet new people, do different things.
Dad said, "Hey, man, this is a good opportunity with an established business that's done well, and to make sure you got some work you can do." Is that kind of where this came from?
Well, I wanted him to have good work habits.
And do you think that came from he learned some of that by seeing what Dad did there? Is that true?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Took him on bee jobs. He pretty much has done everything with me.
And was it something that you knew that in his heart he was going to be able to handle? Or did you just hope that he would kind of grow to have an affinity for it? Or when was it you thought that your son had the skills to do this?
Oh, he had the skills. This was his choice.
Oh yeah, I chose to.
You did have a choice with this too, right? Is that?
Yeah.
So tell me, so when it was put on and you had the opportunity, what were your thoughts?
I enjoyed it, and I just took everything head on, learning as much as I could about different insects in our area, how to treat them, how to find them. Just took it head on. I got my licensing and everything. And,
okay, so there's licensing required for this. I know Illinois,
yeah.
for almost every business, you've got to get a license. Is that exclusive to Illinois? Do you have to have what kind of licenses that you have?
Well, ours is a little different than most states because we go through the Public Department of Health,
Okay.
but all other states it's through the Department of Agriculture.
Really?
Yeah.
And so this is something that the United States government has to say, you are certified to do this, and if you don't have the certification, you shouldn't be going around treating pests.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me, Rick, when you first, as the father figure here, when you took over, were there as many regulations, and how did you manage all that to help to keep the business going here? You've been doing this for quite a while now.
I've been in it for over 50 years. Yeah, there's always new regulations every year, it seems like.
Okay. New regulations every year. Our caring and loving government, they're trying to make sure that we get everything in order so that we don't hurt anybody. But what's it been like for you? What led you to it? It was part of the business. Was the same opportunity presented to you then? You said, I think I'll take that.
Yeah, my mom and dad, my dad and mom started their business in 1955, and I'm a natural.
You came about this. Now, is this something you had to grow an affinity for? Were you always curious about bugs, or what was it led you to this? You say, oh, how can we control these little critters? We know they irritate a lot of people.
Well, it was interesting, and you do get to travel and meet other people. I was always interested in it. I guess because my dad did it, my grandpa did it, and I thought it was cool.
Well, if Dad did it, Grandpa did it, then and had made a decent living at it, and you get to see to make people happy too. Because how many people are going? What's the worst bug? Mosquitoes were the ones that always bothered me, and wasps, I guess. But you're keeping people from being frustrated with those things.
I'd say fleas and bed bugs.
Oh yeah, okay. Now I have dealt with
Now ants is our number one pest.
ants are number one. Yeah. But I love my ant. You're not talking about that ant though. You're talking about
Yeah, no aunts and uncles. Just,
no aunts and uncles.
Yeah.
So why are ants such a destructive or nuisance? Because they're persistent. Because
they
do they
come
bite?
in by the hundreds.
they come in by the hundreds. Everybody.
And they get all over your kitchen.
Like kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, especially if you have young kids that like to take food.
Leaving
into
food.
their bedrooms.
Yeah, so they're coming for the food, right? Yeah. And they go. Now I've got them in my kitchen periodically. Do they want the word?
Well, they come in for water too.
Water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was about to say that. I'm hearing the feedback coming through. Water. There's number one sources they want water, something to drink, and then they can go from there and they'll find all the rest of what they need.
Correct.
Nothing can live without water.
Nothing can. That's right on this little planet. That's true.
Yeah. Well, and
Ricky, you
different parts of the year too. Like in the springtime, whenever they're coming out of hibernation, they're looking for more of a sugary substance, and then a little later on in the year, more protein to get bulked up for the.
Okay. So they're more apt to come around for steak or ham or something.
Their needs change just like ours do.
Interesting. Okay. So you guys have learned how to treat all of them. But ants are the worst. What about termites? Are termites a big deal? Or
Oh yeah.
Tell me about termites.
Everybody should have their house checked at least once a year. That's what they've always recommended since I was started.
Okay. Because, once you've got termites.
Well, that's how you keep damage to a minimum.
Okay.
So they can come in right behind me. Right, I can inspect your house today, and it'll be fine. 2 weeks from now, they can pop up.
Okay.
So if you're doing it once a year, you keep damage to a minimum.
Gotcha.
And that's probably the cheapest form of preventive maintenance that you can do.
Because once termites have gotten in, they destroy wood and eat through it, and you can have a corner of your house fall down. Ricky, you've dealt with this. Tell me about your experience with termites and what's your favorite bug to help terminate.
Well, with termites, a lot of people kind of wait till it's too late till they do have visible damage before they get it taken care of. And I guess my favorite thing to take care of is stinging insects.
Yeah, those are the ones I don't like, because if you've ever been stung by a wasp, that's not fun.
No, it's not fun at all.
You have a special place for stinging. Why is that?
It's fun. It's a battle. You got to kind of outwit them and kill them at the same time. So
adrenaline.
Adrenaline. There's a little bit of an adrenaline rush. I've learned. Tell me if I would not advocate this, but if you go real slow up until you get real close to them, they don't move, and then you do a quick, and you can pop them. But that's a one-on-one thing. That's a much more arduous method. You've got better strategies than that.
Well, when you go after the nest, most of them have guards. So
what?
You get too close to the nest, and they'll all come out.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they release certain pheromones and.
They've got signals to tell each other, "Hey, get ready. We got an intruder."
Correct. And once you get stung by one, it's a certain pheromone, and all the other ones can detect it. So that's why people normally get stung more than one time.
All right, we've learned a little bit. Maybe some of our military has picked up some of these tactics, but that's interesting to hear. But they have guardians out there now. Is it because there's hornets, wasps? What are the other big ones that sting that you have to deal with?
Yellow jackets, bumblebees.
Okay.
Yellow jackets is a big one.
Yellow jackets, yeah. I'll never forget. They had a nest. We have a cabin in out Highway 44 or Highway 45, depending on where you're from. But they were in the ground, and there was like a dead tree and the root they dug into. Is that they'll go wherever, not always up in the.
They'll typically build anywhere. We've done them where they've built in wicker chairs before, and people didn't realize it until they went to go sit down, and it wasn't very fun for them.
Some spiky wicker chairs there. It wasn't that. It was they were getting bit by yellow jackets. What's the best way to take yellow jackets? My dad, I'd never forget this. I think he went in there with gasoline. Is that dangerous? That's
That would be dangerous. Yeah.
All right.
Typically, we use dust or a type of pesticide. We just attack them, stay calm, and try not to get stung.
Once you start, you can't stop.
Okay, explain that to me.
Well, once you're in the fight, you got to stay in it,
Okay,
or you'll never get back to it.
I got you.
Well, once you start treating them, they all start to come out. So if
Gotcha.
you don't keep them from where they can't all come out, and you quit and let them all come out, it's going to be harder.
It's going to be a difficult day. You're going to have. That's where people get, and they have these people that have. Now, are bees as bad? They have the honey guys. They run around and they've got these honey masks and all that stuff. Is that the same kind of mask you wear when you're dealing with any of them, or?
No, we only use that when under certain situations. Honeybees, we don't like to kill honeybees.
Right.
We'll call a beekeeper
Okay.
for a swarm of bees.
All right.
They sell them by the pound.
Gotcha. All right.
Or if they're in someone's house, we'll call it beekeeper too, because a lot of times a beekeeper can come and
If a beekeeper can get them, then we'd rather see that happen than to kill
Okay. But it's those hornets. They're not producing any honey.
them.
No.
You wear equipment for that, or do you just
No,
just go in, take care of them, get out of there as fast as you can? But you got to keep fighting them until they're all gone.
correct.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's only a couple suits made where they can't sting through those suits. A regular honeybee suit, wasp, hornets, all that can sting through those suits. So
They'll go right through it.
yeah,
Now, is it true that when they've released their stinger, they die?
No, that's a honeybee.
that's a honeybee.
That's a honeybee. Okay.
All other bees, they just keep stinging.
They'll
you.
sting you, grow their
Yeah.
stinger back, and
No, they don't lose it. They just keep.
They just.
You get the venom once, but they keep
Oh wow.
hammering you.
Well, I've been bruised by them, pretty big.
Okay. War stories here, everybody, about how you manage. We're not getting in all my questions. I'm getting too interested in the fun here, but you guys have been doing this now for 4 generations. When did the company start in '55? Is that when you said?
My dad's company.
Okay.
He worked for his dad.
Okay, so then that goes back even further than that. So you're talking like 30s.
Yes.
Okay, and wow, there's a family heritage for you, and keeping it in the family here. Tell me about the team, though, real quickly. How many people do you work with you? Do you have a group of people? How often do you bring people in to help?
It's mainly me and my dad, and then Tina. She helps run the office for us. She answers phone schedules, calls.
Who's that?
Tina.
Tina. Okay.
Yeah. And then sometimes Evan helps us out. He's our termite guy.
Okay.
Goes around checking our Centricon stations, and Paul and Steven help us out whenever we need help out on the weekends. They want to.
All right, so there you do have quite the team that goes with it too. With that, the team has generated quite a bit of respect in the community. I'll put up on the wall here for everybody. You guys have garnered quite a few reviews here, and I'll show this to everybody. But check that out. A 4.8, 19 reviews, almost all are 5s. Had Little Ricky and Xavier come out, spray our house today. They were incredibly informative, helpful, thorough, and professional. We plan to continue using them throughout the next year. And then it goes on and on like that. How does that make you feel to see these kinds of response from people in your community?
Makes you feel good.
It makes me feel really good. A lot of our stuff's word of mouth.
Right?
When you do a good job, you feel good. And when I had a lady today tell me that I did such a wonderful job. It was in a housing complex.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I mean, she was grateful.
there you go. Isn't it great? I'll never forget my business partner, the judge on the Cowboy and Judge show. So isn't it great that when we do something good, we feel good about it? Wouldn't it be terrible if we did something bad and we felt good about it? There's a few crazy people out there. I think they're psychopaths, 1 out of 1,000, something like that, to feel good about doing something bad. But overall, it does, and that just helps perpetuate the whole system here. If we all just continue to do good things to help people, you'll live a happy life. You guys have done that for a long time.
Yeah, that's one of the good things about this job is getting to help people out. It makes you feel good when you can take care of their issues.
Yes, there are a lot of people there under a very stressful situation. They've got wasps flying around. They got the family reunion going, so they want to avert any kind of adversity. And boy, when you ever get stung, boy, some people that are allergic, they can cause end up in the hospital if there's.
It can be very dangerous.
Okay, stay out of the path of these. Hire the experts. Barnett Pest Solutions, everybody. We'll be back here. We're going to show our fun in the community. My buddy Nino. Stay tuned. We'll be back here in a minute. Hey everybody, guess what? We get to have fun all the time at the Cardinal games. Before the game, we get to hang out with fun super fans. Say hello to my buddy Nino over here. Brett, Tanya, and Dixie. That's right. Everybody's in the video here. Family coming out to the game. Nino, what do you love about going to Cardinal games?
You love baseball?
Yeah. He loves baseball. Hey, all right. Scoring points with the Cardinal Cowboy.
Yeah, he plays Miracle League baseball.
Do you really?
And he likes to be on the Cardinals team at home.
Yeah.
Wow. Nino, how many times have you been on that team? How many times have you done that?
A lot.
That's a good answer. All right. Dad, what's it like coming to the Cardinal games with your son and your wife and all the fun you get to have down here?
Oh, it's the most fun. I mean, we've been coming since Old Bush. Now we've got New Bush Stadium. It's the best baseball town, and it's the most fun. It's fun before the game. The games are always great, and we love it.
Well, I appreciate you guys taking time here. We're at Patios, everybody. This is where the most fun is. I get to wear the full outfit here. I got the pants, the socks, the arch, Nino, Brett, Tanya, and Dixie all here, and we're outside Patios having fun. Hey, say hi to Patios. Stop on by here before a Cardinal game, and we'll see you guys soon. Nino, give me some knuckles. There we go. Go Cardinals. Giddy up.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. By now, we are on ABC 5 times a week. So many businesses are loving what we're doing to help them get their name out there. We'll sit right here in our guest chair, right here, sitting here talking to us. We're going to put on the wall your website and everything about you, and highlight you as a leader. Fill out the form you see here on our website. It's bigleagues.com, and if you go to bigleagues.com, fill out this form. Takes just a couple seconds, and you can even schedule yourself right here. Schedule yourself to be on the show, and there's no charge for us to record you. There's no charge to be in the studio. Check it out if you would like to be on. Fill out the form again, bigleagues.com. This is where we can turn any interview into a series of clips. A professional video on your website closes more sales by instantly building trust, clearly explaining complex products, and keeping visitors engaged longer, reducing bounce rate by 34%. It'll help you to gain that credibility, increase engagement, simplify complex tasks, lower your sales friction, and boost your rankings on the search engine. So this is all kind of a no-brainer. See how we've now had over 500 interviews and now almost 250 different business owners. Go to bigleagues.com. That's BIGGLEAGUES.com. Go to bigleagues.com and get signed up. You can schedule right from there. Well, there you have it, everybody. Some fun in the community, and we get to work with. Now, I've had many guests on the show here, obviously, but it's been fun with learning from these guys because I've just had a particular interest in these little pesky pests that cause a lot of problems for people. And let me jump in before I get to my next question here, though. Bed bugs, I've experienced those. We had a facility where we had them, and to get rid of them, it took months. You're saying you could treat that pretty quickly. You do, and I'd read about this, but it got kind of expensive. But you guys say, yeah, you can heat up the house. And tell me a little about that process. You were telling me, Rick.
Well, we also do chemical when we do a bed bug job.
Okay.
We do both. We do hit it with the chemical first, and then we hit it with the heat.
Gotcha.
And we get it up to we try to get an even 150 all throughout.
Okay.
So it penetrates the walls because the bed bugs will go into the walls.
Really?
Furniture.
Upholstery. They get in all the cracks and crevices. So we hold it there for about 2 to 3 hours.
Okay. But that's enough usually. But that's you guys get called in for that because you guys have become specialists. You'll travel around the country, around the Midwest for that because your reputation is good for taking care of that big problem.
Yeah.
Hotels get this problem a lot?
All in one day.
Yeah.
All in one day.
One day we're done.
Yeah, with all the work and time I spent, it would have been worth calling you guys to begin with because I literally spent months. We wake up every morning when we stayed at this place, little burn marks on us. And then we go, oh, we got to go back to where we were. We can't use this place, but it took some time.
No, a lot of people do pick them up from traveling in hotels.
Okay.
Or Airbnbs, places like that.
Yes, make sure your Airbnb doesn't get these. We'll be calling you real quick for that.
Correct.
It'd sink your whole business right there. We have some Airbnbs. It's fortunate so far we haven't had these. Well, give me I like the one you talked about. This is a great one. I didn't realize, but if you've ever been stung by a wasp, you've got the solution for that. Tell me a little bit about that one, Ricky. Rick?
You put some tobacco on the sting.
Okay.
You wet it in your mouth and you put it on the sting, and it will draw the venom back out. And then you won't get the swelling or the itching.
Wow. So if you do, but there's a good use for tobacco. So you carry that because you chew, or you do it because this?
I carry it in case I get stung.
That's right. Okay. Because I've had some tobacco a couple times. Baseball guy, we got around that, but I didn't do as much. But now, you say find your buddy who does chew tobacco. I got a couple buddies I know. Hey man, give me a little dip. Do it yourself. Put it in your mouth and just put it right on there. And the tobacco, because it's a natural leaf, I guess, and it just sucks it right out of there.
It draws it right out. It's
You got to do it within like the first 5 or 10 minutes of being stung. If you wait too much longer after that,
because the venom disperses.
Yeah. So once it's into your system, it starts going through the blood system or whatever, and you've got a big problem then. Okay, very cool. Actually, these guys have really got my interest in a lot of interesting stuff they talk about with our pesky little friends. But give me that little cost analysis. There's a lot of people, you can go to the big box store and buy some termite, ants, roaches, whatever you think, and do it yourself. But what are people really risking by doing that? Or their brother-in-law who can do it for them? We've heard that one. But why should somebody pay to get this done professionally? Or try to do it yourself with bed bugs for 6 months or a year and waste a lot of time?
Well, one, it'll be more cost-effective in the end because you don't spend as much. A lot of times people will keep going back and buying, or they'll buy stuff. You can buy stuff online as well, but they also don't know how to mix it because that stuff comes as concentrates.
Okay.
But no, you end up spending a lot more money than what you would with us because we do get people that call us and they find out the price and they're like, well, we've already spent this. Well, you wouldn't have spent that in the first place if you had called someone like us to begin with.
Yeah, stick with the experts. Somebody knows what they're doing, and then you don't waste time or money like that. Good note there. My dad said, someday you will specialize in something that people will pay for because they don't want to mess with it themselves. But tell me, why should somebody choose you guys? Rick, tell me why do you guys set yourself apart from the rest?
Well, We always try to do our very best, and we're honest.
Yeah.
You know, if you got ants, we'll tell you ants instead of termites.
Okay.
Well, and if it's something people can take care of themselves, we tell them what to do.
Yeah, I've taught people.
How to take care of it. You always get to talk to either us or Tina, so you're always talking to a person. You don't have to dial one. You don't call into a call center and get somebody from Texas or Idaho or California. Everything's local with us. So that's...
You're speaking to the expert. Yeah, and I'd say there's a lot of people that they will... I've heard this in the past. Like my dad said, I had my buddy was in this stuff. He says, you never want to completely kill all the termites because you want them to come back again, so you go back and sell them more.
Well, see, we get complete colony elimination with our system.
There we go. And you don't like that operation. You say,
No.
let's deal with the whole problem, take care of this.
Yeah, no, we don't want to control them. We want to eliminate them.
There we go. That's why you do it with experts who are ethical and will do this the right way the first time. We're going quickly here. We got about 2 minutes left, but tell me a little bit about those certifications you've got and the expertise that you bring and what it is to be insured, because if somebody doesn't do this right and they kill the dog because they contaminated the dog food or something, what are some of the risks people take? Some of those, why those certifications are important.
Well, you could poison your well or water systems.
Oh, wow.
Cisterns, poison the dog, poison yourself.
The kids.
The kids. I mean, there's a lot of risks that you could take because anything that ends inside attacks your central nervous system, whether it's herbicide, pesticide, avicide, which is for birds. Anything with the word "side" in it is dangerous. So you have to know how to handle it properly. You have to know how to mix it properly or dilute it properly, and where to put it as well. Because a lot of people just think, oh, I'll just spray everything, when really you have to get it in certain areas or the areas that they'll be in.
Okay. Yeah, you don't just go across and spraying the whole house. You better make sure you're getting to where the root cause is. If you miss, your concentration is not correct, then that's why the years of expertise in the training and what you guys have with the certifications you guys have too.
Correct.
Okay. As we finish up here, tell me, what are some of the, we kind of talked about this, but we got about 15 seconds to go. Benefits of working with a small business owner. Like you said, you're going to talk to the boss. You're not going to have to go up 5 levels to get an answer.
Correct, yeah. No, you're either always going to talk to me or my dad. Tina's always answering the phone. You don't talk to AI systems, and you don't talk to call centers as well. Everything's localized.
They've got it all covered for you, everybody. We're going to have them stick around for another half an hour. Stay tuned, everybody, or come find that next interview. Giddy up.